I have watched over you since the moment you took your first breath. Every sigh, every silent cry, and every whispered prayer have reached me. There has never been a single moment when I was unaware of your pain. You may have felt alone in your struggles, but I was there holding you in the unseen. Each tear that has fallen from your eyes carries a story of battles fought, disappointments endured, and longings that seemed unfulfilled. But I tell you this, not a single tear has been wasted. Every drop has been collected, every sorrow recorded, and I am preparing a season of joy that will outweigh the grief of the past. You have questioned if I hear you, if I truly see your suffering. My beloved, I have never been distant. I have been closer than your very breath, standing beside you in the darkest valleys, whispering words of comfort when your heart could no longer bear the weight. Do you think I do not care? Oh, how deeply I care. I care so much that I have carried your burdens when they became too heavy for you to bear. I have strengthened you when you felt you could not take another step. I have been your refuge in the storms, shielding you even when you did not realize it. And now I tell you this, your days of sorrow are coming to an end. What was once a season of weeping will become a season of rejoicing. I am turning your mourning into dancing, your brokenness into beauty, and your pain into a testimony of my unfailing love. Hold on just a little longer, for I am moving in your life. The breakthrough you have been waiting for is closer than you think. I have seen your tears, and I am responding with miracles beyond your imagination. You have walked through fires that threatened to consume you. You have faced trials that seemed endless, and you have felt the weight of the world pressing upon your shoulders. But hear my voice now. I am declaring an end to this season of hardship. The pain that has tormented you, the burdens that have drained your strength, and the chains that have bound you are being broken even now. I am the God who delivers, and I am stepping into your situation to bring you freedom. No longer will you be held captive by fear, by worry, or by the wounds of the past. The enemy has tried to convince you that this suffering will never end, that you will remain in this pit forever. But I tell you the truth, your suffering is temporary, and your victory is certain. I have already written the end of your story, and it is filled with my glory, my restoration, and my peace. Do you feel the shift in the atmosphere? Do you sense the winds of change beginning to blow? That is my spirit moving, making a way where there seemed to be none. I am parting the waters before you, removing every obstacle and clearing the path for you to walk into your destiny. No longer will you be defined by your struggles. No longer will you wear the garments of sorrow. I am clothing you in joy, in strength, and in the radiance of my presence. The pain of the past will only be a memory, a testimony of my power at work in your life. Rejoice, my child, for the time of affliction is passing. Lift your head, for your redemption is near. Stand firm in faith, for what is coming is greater than anything you have lost. There were moments when you thought you were alone, moments when you questioned whether I had abandoned you. You looked for me and could not find me, and your heart grew weary from the silence. But I was never absent. I was there, closer than you realized. I walked with you through every valley. When the darkness surrounded you, I was your light. When the storms raged against you, I was your shelter. You may not have seen me, but I was the one holding you together when you felt like falling apart. Even in the times when you turned away, when you doubted, when you questioned my love, I never left you. My love is not dependent on your faithfulness. It is rooted in who I am, and I am the God who never forsakes his children. The battles you fought, you did not fight alone. I was there, strengthening you, guiding you, whispering courage into your soul. The enemy wanted you to believe that you were forsaken, but I tell you the truth, you have always been in my hands. Now, I want you to see what I see. I want you to recognize that every hardship you faced was not meant to break you, but to shape you. I was not distant. I was preparing you, refining you, and leading you toward the victory I have ordained for you. Take heart, my beloved. The days ahead are filled with my presence, my guidance, and my love. You will never walk alone, for I will always be with you, from this moment and forevermore. The winds have been fierce, the waves relentless, and you have felt as if you were drowning beneath the weight of your struggles. But listen to me, my child. This storm is not eternal. It has a beginning and it has an end. And I, the Lord of all creation, am declaring that its end is near. You have endured the howling winds of uncertainty. You have faced the torrential rains of sorrow. But through it all I have been your anchor, holding you firm when everything around you seemed to crumble. I have not allowed the storm to destroy you, and I never will. There were moments when you thought you could not take another step, when you cried out in despair, wondering if the storm would ever cease. but I was there in the midst of it, standing beside you, whispering peace to your troubled heart. Even when you did not see me, I was calming the waves around you, preparing the way for your deliverance. Do you not remember? Even the wind and the waves obey my voice. Just as I spoke to the storm on the sea, and it became still, so I speak over your life now. Peace, be still. The chaos that has surrounded you is breaking. The clouds are parting, and my light is shining through. You will not remain in this place of turmoil forever. The storm is passing, and what is ahead is greater than what is behind. The lessons you have learned in the storm will become your strength. The faith you have built in the struggle will be your foundation, and through it all you will know that I am God, your protector and your peace. Rejoice, for the storm is fading. The sun will shine again, and you will stand in the calm, knowing that I was with you all along. You have walked through valleys of sorrow, carrying burdens heavier than you ever thought possible. You have mourned what was lost, grieved over shattered dreams, and wondered if joy would ever find you again. But I tell you this, I am the God who turns mourning into dancing, and I am about to do a new thing in your life. The pain you have carried has not gone unnoticed. The silent cries in the night, the prayers whispered through tears, I have heard them all, and I have not ignored you. I have been working even when you could not see it, preparing a season of joy that will make you forget the sorrow of yesterday. You may feel that your joy has been stolen, that the weight of grief has pressed so deeply into your soul that you will never smile again. But I am restoring what has been lost. I am filling the empty places of your heart with my presence, and in my presence there is fullness of joy. The enemy thought he could keep you in a place of despair. He whispered lies, telling you that things would never change, that the pain would never subside. But I have declared the opposite. I am bringing healing, renewal, and laughter back into your life. What once caused tears of pain will soon bring tears of joy. Do you trust me? Do you believe that I am able to turn your sorrow into celebration? Open your heart, for I am pouring out my goodness upon you. The season of weeping is ending, and the season of rejoicing is beginning. Lift your eyes, my beloved, for I am doing a great work in you. I am turning your mourning into joy, and your sorrow into songs of praise. You have prayed, you have waited, and at times you have wondered if I was even listening. But hear me now. My hand is moving in ways you cannot yet see. I have been working behind the scenes, aligning things in perfect order, preparing the breakthrough that you have been longing for. There are battles you did not even know you were fighting, but I have been fighting them for you. There were enemies plotting against you, but I have scattered them before they could touch you. You may have thought I was silent, but I have been speaking over your life, commanding victory in your favor. I am a God of perfect timing. What you have been waiting for is not delayed. It is being prepared with precision. Trust me, for when the time is right, nothing and no one will be able to stop the blessing I am about to release upon you. Do not grow weary in waiting, for the breakthrough is closer than you think. The doors that seemed locked will suddenly open. The chains that held you back will shatter in an instant. I am working in ways you cannot comprehend, and soon you will see the evidence of my power at work in your life. You will stand in awe, saying, "Surely the Lord has done this." You will testify of my goodness, of how I turned the impossible into reality. Your waiting has not been in vain, for I am faithful to fulfill every promise I have made to you. Rest in me, knowing that my mighty hand is moving, and what I have spoken over your life will surely come to pass. You have walked through hardships that no one else truly understands. You have felt the weight of failure, the sting of disappointment, and the burden of mistakes. But listen to me, my beloved. Your struggles are not the end of your story. They do not define who you are, for I am the one who writes your destiny. The enemy has tried to convince you that your past is a prison, that your failures have disqualified you from my plans. But I tell you the truth, your past is not a chain, it is a testimony in the making. Every wound, every trial, every tear has been shaping you for something greater. I do not see you through the lens of your struggles. I see you through the eyes of love. I see the strength I have placed within you, the purpose I have designed for you, and the victory that is already yours. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not forgotten. You are not too far gone for my grace to restore. I am the God who redeems, who turns ashes into beauty, who transforms pain into purpose. The story I am writing for you is one of restoration and hope. Do not allow the lies of the enemy to keep you bound in shame. Rise up and walk in the truth. I have called you my own, and nothing can change that. What you have endured will not be wasted. Every battle has prepared you, every hardship has strengthened you, and every setback has been a setup for your comeback. Your struggles are not your identity. Your identity is found in me, and in me, you are victorious. So stand tall, my child. Shake off the dust of the past. The next chapter of your life is unfolding, and it is filled with my goodness, my power, and my glory. You have felt invisible, as if your prayers have gone unheard, as if your dreams have been buried beneath the weight of delay. But I speak to you now. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. I have engraved your name upon my hands, and I will never let you go. The silence you have endured was never abandonment. It was preparation. I have been working in the unseen, orchestrating things beyond your understanding. Just because you do not see the movement does not mean I am not moving. Trust in me, for I am the God who always keeps his promises. I have seen your faithfulness in the waiting. I have witnessed your endurance through the trials, and I assure you I have not overlooked you. Your breakthrough has already been set in motion, and at the appointed time, it will manifest in ways that will leave you in awe. My beloved, the enemy has whispered that I have forgotten you, but he is a liar. I have been with you in every moment of your journey. Even when the path seemed unclear, even when your heart felt weary, I was there, strengthening you, holding you, and preparing you for greater things. The season of waiting is not a punishment, it is a process. I am refining you, deepening your faith, and positioning you for the blessing that is about to be revealed. If you could see what I have in store for you, your heart would leap with joy. So do not give up. Do not let weariness steal your hope. I am faithful, and I will fulfill every word I have spoken over your life. You are loved, you are chosen, and your time of fulfillment is near. You have tried to be strong for so long. You have carried burdens that have exhausted your soul, fought battles that have drained your spirit, and held yourself together when everything inside you was breaking. But hear me now. You were never meant to carry this alone. I am your strength. When you feel too weak to move forward, I will carry you. When your heart is too heavy with sorrow, I will lift your burdens. When you cannot see the way, I will be your guiding light. You do not have to fight in your own power. I am the one who fights for you. I know the depths of your exhaustion. I see the silent struggles, the battles no one else knows about. And I am not disappointed in your weakness. I am here to be your strength. My grace is sufficient for you, and my power is made perfect in your weakness. Do not let the weight of life crush your spirit. Lean on me. Rest in me. I am your refuge, your strong tower, your unshakable foundation. When you feel like you cannot take another step, I will be the one who lifts you up and carries you forward. The enemy wants you to believe that weakness is failure. But I tell you this, weakness is where my power is revealed. When you are weak, I am strong. When you are empty, I fill you. When you feel like you cannot continue, I give you the strength to rise again. So let go of the burdens you were never meant to bear alone. Surrender your weariness to me, and I will give you rest. I will renew your strength, and you will soar on wings like eagles. You are not alone, my child. I am with you, now and forever. You have endured nights of sorrow, moments when tears fell uncontrollably, and your heart ached in silence. You have wondered if the dawn would ever break, if the weight of sadness would ever lift. But hear me, my beloved. The night is not eternal, and the morning of joy is coming. I have seen the pain that has kept you awake. I have counted every tear that has fallen from your eyes, and I have held you through the darkest moments. You may not have felt my presence, but I was there, whispering hope into your weary soul, surrounding you with my love. The sorrow you have endured has not been in vain. I have been using it to refine you, to deepen your trust in me, to prepare you for the greater joy that is on its way. You may feel as though you have lost too much, but what I am restoring will be far greater than what was taken. Just as the night gives way to the morning, so too will your pain give way to joy. You will laugh again, you will sing again, and your heart will be filled with a peace that cannot be shaken. The suffering of yesterday will be nothing compared to the joy that I am bringing into your life. Hold on, my child. Do not let the darkness convince you that it is final. The sun is rising, and with it, my favor, my blessings, and my goodness. The season of sorrow is ending, and a season of rejoicing is beginning. Rejoice in advance, for what I have promised will come to pass. The weeping was only for a night, but the joy I bring will last forever. You have faced closed doors, disappointments, and paths that seem to lead nowhere. You have tried to move forward, only to encounter obstacles that left you feeling stuck. But I tell you this, my beloved, I am opening new paths before you. The road you have been walking may have come to an end, but that does not mean the journey is over. I have prepared a way where there seemed to be no way. I am making streams in the desert, turning dead ends into new beginnings. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are lost, that your purpose has been derailed, that nothing will change. But I am the God who leads his children with wisdom and love. I have not abandoned you. I have been guiding you all along, preparing the perfect path for you to walk in. Soon you will see what I have been doing behind the scenes. The doors that once remained shut will open at the sound of my command. The opportunities you thought were lost will return in greater measure. The uncertainty you have faced will be replaced by my divine direction. Do not be afraid of the unknown. I go before you, clearing the path, ensuring that every step you take is ordered by my hand. Trust me, even when you cannot see the full picture. I am leading you into a future filled with purpose, joy, and blessings beyond what you have imagined. Take my hand, my child. Follow me with faith. The path ahead is one of victory, and I will walk with you every step of the way. You have faced opposition. You have endured attacks, betrayal, and battles that seemed relentless. There were moments when you felt surrounded, when the voices of doubt and fear tried to break your spirit. But hear me now. Your enemies will not prevail against you. I have seen every scheme formed against you. I have heard every lie spoken about you. I know the battles that have been waged in secret. But I am your defender, your shield, and your refuge. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, for I stand between you and those who seek to harm you. The enemy thought he could destroy you, but he underestimated my power. What was meant to harm you, I am turning for your good. Every attack, every trial, every hardship has only made you stronger, drawing you closer to me, preparing you for the victory that is coming. I am fighting for you, and when I fight, the enemy must flee. The battle is not yours, it is mine. Stand firm, for you are surrounded not by darkness, but by my light, my angels, and my divine protection. Do not be afraid, my child. The ones who rose against you will see my hand at work in your life. They will witness my favor upon you. And in the end, it will be clear to all that I am the one who upholds you, defends you, and lifts you above every storm. Walk in confidence, for no force in heaven or on earth can stand against my plans for you. The enemy will fall, but you, my beloved, will rise in victory. You have questioned why the journey has been so difficult, why you have had to endure so many trials. You have wondered if I had abandoned you in the battle, if I had turned my face away. But hear me now. Every battle you faced was part of your preparation. I have been refining you like gold in the fire, strengthening you for the purpose I have set before you. The hardships you endured were not meant to destroy you, but to build you, to shape you into the warrior I have called you to be. I allowed you to walk through the valley so that you would learn to trust me completely. I allowed you to face opposition so that you would discover the strength I placed within you. Every challenge, every moment of pain, every tear you shed was not wasted. It was making you into the person I designed you to be. Now you stand stronger than before. What once broke you no longer has power over you. What once caused you fear has now become a testimony of my power. You have been tested and you have endured. You have been refined and you have been made new. The time has come for you to rise. The battles of the past have equipped you for the victories ahead. You are no longer a victim. You are a conqueror. You are no longer afraid. You are fearless in my strength. You are no longer uncertain. Your faith is unshakable. Walk forward with confidence, my child. The preparation is complete, and now you are stepping into your destiny. Your heart has been troubled, filled with questions, doubts, and worries that seem endless. You have searched for answers, longed for clarity, and struggled to find peace. But I tell you this, I am bringing peace to your restless heart. The world cannot give you the peace you seek, for the peace I give is not like the peace of the world. My peace is unshakable, unwavering, and constant. It does not depend on circumstances. It is rooted in my presence. I see the burdens you carry, the thoughts that keep you awake at night, the fears that whisper in the quiet moments. But I am reaching out to you now, covering you with my love, silencing every storm within you, and filling you with the assurance that I am in control. You do not have to understand everything to trust me. You do not have to see the full picture to know that I am working all things for your good. Lay your anxieties at my feet. Surrender your need to control and allow my peace to wash over you. Be still, my child. I am with you. I will not let you fall. I will not let you be overcome. My peace will guard your heart and mind, and no force in this world can take it away. Rest in me. The battle is mine and the victory is assured. You are safe in my hands. You have sown in tears. You have labored in faith. You have waited with patience, believing in my promises, even when nothing seemed to change. But I declare to you now, the season of harvest has come. The prayers you prayed in secret, the sacrifices you made, the faith you held on to despite the storms, none of it has been forgotten. The seeds you planted in faith are now breaking through the soil. What you have longed for, what you have believed for, is beginning to manifest. I am a God of seasons, and I never allow a time of planting without a time of reaping. You have endured the waiting, and now you will see the fruit of your perseverance. You will rejoice as the blessings unfold before you, and you will say, "The Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in my eyes. Do not grow weary now, the harvest is here, and I am pouring out my favor upon you." What seemed delayed was only being perfected. What felt distant is now within reach. Rejoice, my child, for the season of lack is ending. The season of increase, of abundance, of joy is here. I am the Lord of the harvest, and I am rewarding your faithfulness. You have doubted your own strength. You have looked at your limitations, your weaknesses, and your failures, and you have wondered how you could ever overcome. But listen to me now. You are stronger than you think, for I am with you. Your strength does not come from your own power, but from mine. When you feel weak, I am your strength. When you feel weary, I am your rest. When you feel like giving up, I am the one who lifts you up and carries you forward. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are not enough, that you are too broken, too tired, too insignificant. But I tell you the truth, you are more than a conqueror through me. You have been chosen, equipped, and empowered for the journey ahead. Do not look at your struggles and think they will defeat you. Look at me and know that I have already given you victory. Every battle you face, I have already gone before you. Every obstacle in your path, I have already made a way through. You are not alone, my beloved. You never were. I have walked beside you every step of the way, and I will continue to lead you forward. The strength you need is already within you, because I am within you. So rise up with courage. Face the future with confidence. You are stronger than you think, because you do not walk alone. I walk with you now and forever. There have been moments when fear gripped your heart, when uncertainty made you tremble, and when you felt exposed to the storms of life. But hear my voice now. You are not vulnerable, you are not unprotected, for I hold you under the shadow of my wings. I am your refuge, your hiding place, your fortress of safety. When the winds of life rage around you, I am the one who shields you. When the arrows of the enemy fly, I am the one who stands between you and harm. No force in this world can remove you from my care. Do not be afraid, my child. The dangers that surround you are nothing compared to my power. The battles that threaten you cannot touch you, for you are covered by my presence. You may see trouble, but it will not destroy you. You may walk through the fire, but it will not consume you. I have surrounded you with my angels. I have placed my hand upon your life. Even when you feel weak, even when you feel exposed, you are still hidden in me. The enemy may try to come against you, but he cannot break through the shelter of my wings. Rest in me. Lay down your fears. Stop fighting battles that I have already won. Be still and know that I am God, and that I am watching over you with a love that never fails. You are safe, my beloved. You are hidden in the secret place of my presence, and nothing will ever take you from my hands. You have held on to my promises. You have believed my words, yet at times you have wondered why things have not yet come to pass. You have questioned if my promises were delayed, if perhaps you had been forgotten. But hear me now. None of my promises will return empty. Every word I have spoken over your life is sealed in eternity. What I have declared will come to pass. What I have planned will be fulfilled. Not one of my words has ever failed, and not one ever will. You may not see it now, but I am working in ways you do not yet understand. My timing is perfect. My plans are precise, and nothing can stand in the way of what I have set in motion. The enemy wants you to doubt, to believe that your waiting is in vain. But I tell you, your waiting is not wasted. I am strengthening your faith, refining your heart, and aligning everything for the right moment of fulfillment. Do not let go of my promises. Do not allow doubt to take root in your heart. My word is alive, my plans are in motion, and soon you will see what I have spoken come to life before your very eyes. Trust in me, for I am faithful. I do not forget. I do not fail, and I do not change. Every promise I have made to you will be fulfilled, and when it happens, you will know that it was I, the Lord your God, who has done it. You have carried sorrow for too long. You have walked through seasons of grief, endured nights of weeping. and wondered if joy would ever return to your heart. But hear my voice now. Your days of mourning are ending, and I am turning them into days of celebration. I have seen your tears. I have felt the weight of your sorrow. I know the ache that lingers in your soul, the silent cries that no one else has heard. But I am the God who turns mourning into dancing, sorrow into joy, and ashes into beauty. You thought the pain would last forever, that the weight of loss would never lift. But I am doing a new thing in your life. I am restoring your joy, reviving your spirit, and breathing fresh life into your weary soul. The enemy wanted to keep you trapped in sadness, but I have broken the chains. What once brought you pain will no longer have power over you. You will not be defined by what you lost, but by the new things I am bringing into your life. The time of weeping has passed, and the time of rejoicing has come. You will laugh again, you will sing again, you will dance again in my presence, for I am filling your life with joy that cannot be stolen. Rejoice, my beloved, for the days of sorrow are fading, and my light is shining upon you. The celebration has begun, and you will taste and see that I am good. You have walked through dry places, through seasons where nothing seemed to grow, where every step felt heavy, and your spirit felt drained. You have questioned why you had to go through the wilderness, why the journey was so difficult. But hear me, my child. The desert you walked through was not in vain. I was with you in the dry places. I was shaping you, refining you, teaching you to trust me, even when nothing made sense. The wilderness was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to prepare you for what comes next. You may not see it yet, but the journey through the desert has made you stronger. It has taught you endurance. It has deepened your faith. It has positioned you for the blessings I am about to pour out upon you. What seemed barren will soon bloom with abundance. What felt like emptiness will be filled with my presence. The season of dryness is ending, and the rains of my blessing are coming. Do not despise the desert, for it has been a place of transformation. You are not the same as before. You are wiser, stronger, and more prepared for the destiny I have set before you. Now, step forward with confidence. The wilderness was temporary, but my promises are eternal. You are about to step into the land of blessing, and everything I have spoken over your life will come to pass. You have experienced loss. You have watched things slip from your hands, opportunities, relationships, dreams you once held dear. You have wondered if what was taken could ever be restored. But listen to me now. I am the God of restoration, and I am bringing back everything that was lost. Nothing that belongs to you is truly lost in my hands. What the enemy stole, I will restore sevenfold. What seemed broken beyond repair, I will rebuild with my own hands. What appeared to be over, I will resurrect with my power. I have never abandoned you. Even in the seasons of loss, I was working. Even when it felt like everything was slipping away, I was holding on to you. What was removed was not to destroy you, but to make room for something greater. Now, watch as I move in your life. The restoration I am bringing is not just a return of what was lost. It is an increase, an overflow, a multiplication of my blessings. You will not just regain what you lost. You will receive more than you ever imagined. Do not dwell on what is behind. Do not let sorrow hold you captive. Lift your eyes, for I am restoring, renewing, and bringing forth a new season of abundance in your life. Rejoice, my beloved. The days of loss are over, and the days of restoration have begun. What was taken will be returned, and what was broken will be made whole. I am faithful, and I will fulfill my word. You have walked roads filled with obstacles. You have faced detours, dead ends, and moments of confusion, wondering if you were on the right path. But hear me now. I am leading you on paths of victory. I do not lead my children into failure. I do not guide you into defeat. Every step I have allowed you to take has been part of my greater plan. Even when the journey seemed uncertain, even when the way ahead was hidden, I was directing your steps with purpose. The delays you faced were not denials. The closed doors were my protection. The places where you struggled were training grounds for the victories that are now ahead. What seemed like setbacks were, in truth, setups for something greater. I have already gone before you. I have cleared the way, and nothing can stand against the destiny I have prepared for you. The enemy tried to block your progress, but I have broken every chain and removed every barrier. Now walk forward with confidence. The road before you is not one of failure, but of triumph. What once seemed impossible will become reality. You will look back and see how I guided you perfectly, turning every trial into a testimony. Victory is yours, my beloved. Take my hand and follow me. The path I have for you leads only to goodness, breakthrough, and the fulfillment of every promise I have made to you. You have questioned at times if I truly love you. You have looked at your mistakes, your weaknesses, and your failures, and you have wondered if you were still worthy of my love. But hear me, my child. My love for you has never failed, and it never will. My love is not like the love of this world. It does not waver, it does not fade, and it is not based on your perfection. I loved you before you even knew my name. I loved you when you fell. I loved you when you doubted. I have loved you with an everlasting love, and nothing will ever change that. The enemy has tried to fill your mind with lies, whispering that you are unworthy, that you have strayed too far. But I tell you the truth, there is nothing that can separate you from my love. Not your past, not your mistakes, not even your deepest fears. I have been with you through it all. Every tear you cried, I caught. Every time your heart was broken, I held you close. You were never abandoned, never forgotten, never unloved. My love has surrounded you every moment of your life, even when you could not feel it. Now, I ask you to trust in my love. Let it heal you, let it restore you, let it fill the empty places in your heart. You do not have to earn it. You do not have to prove yourself worthy. My love is a gift, freely given, and it will never fail. Rest in my love, my beloved. It is stronger than any fear, deeper than any pain, and greater than anything this world can offer. You are mine, and I love you with a love that will never end. You have carried the weight of your past, allowing guilt and regret to overshadow your heart. You have believed the lie that your mistakes have defined you, that you cannot escape what has already happened. But listen to me now. You are not defined by your past mistakes. I do not see you through the lens of your failures. I see you through the power of my grace. When you turned to me, I washed you clean. When you repented, I removed your sins as far as the east is from the west. You are not bound by what you once were. You are made new in me. The enemy wants to keep you trapped in shame. He reminds you of your failures to make you forget my mercy. But my child, I have already forgiven you. I have already erased the record of your wrongs. You do not have to live in the shadow of what was. I am calling you into the light of what will be. Do not let your past hold you back. The story I am writing for you is not one of condemnation, but of redemption. I have taken your brokenness and turned it into beauty. I have taken your failures and turned them into a testimony of my grace. Rise up, my beloved. Walk forward with confidence. The past is behind you, and a new chapter is beginning. You are not the person you used to be. You are a child of the Most High, chosen, redeemed, and set apart for my glory. Believe in my love for you. Believe in the new beginning I am giving you. Your past does not define you. I do, and I declare that you are mine, now and forever. You have been waiting, hoping, praying for change. You have longed for a fresh start, a new beginning, a sign that things will not always be as they are now. Hear me, my beloved. Something new is about to spring forth. I am the God who makes all things new. I am not bound by time, by circumstances, or by what seems possible. When I declare that a new season is coming, nothing can stop it. What has been stagnant will begin to move. What has been dry will be filled with life again. Do you not perceive it? Even now I am working. Even now the seeds of breakthrough are taking root. What you thought was dead, I am reviving. What you believed was lost, I am restoring. The waiting has not been in vain, for I have been preparing you for what is coming. Do not allow fear to hold you back. Do not allow doubt to cloud your vision. Step forward in faith, knowing that I am leading you into a new season filled with my presence, my provision, and my promises fulfilled. The past does not define you. The old things are passing away. Open your heart, my child, for I am doing something beyond what you have imagined. The doors that were once closed are opening, and my favor is upon you. Rejoice, for the new is here. Walk into it with confidence, knowing that I am the one who has prepared it for you. You have cried in secret, carrying burdens too heavy for words. You have wept over disappointments, losses, and unfulfilled dreams. But hear my voice now. I am wiping away your tears and renewing your hope. I have never been blind to your pain. I have seen every tear, heard every cry, and felt every ache within your heart. You have not suffered unnoticed. You have not walked through sorrow alone. I have been with you in every moment, holding you even when you did not realize it. The pain you have carried will not last forever. I am pouring out my comfort, surrounding you with my love and breathing fresh hope into your soul. What once brought you sadness will soon be replaced with joy. Your heart will rejoice again. The sorrow of yesterday will become a testimony of my faithfulness. Where there was despair, I will bring new life. Where there was mourning, I will clothe you in gladness. Do not give up, my beloved. Do not let grief steal the joy I have prepared for you. Trust that I am working even in the places where it seems impossible. The darkness is lifting, and my light is breaking through. Lift your eyes, for I am here. My love is healing you. My presence is restoring you. Your tears are not forgotten, and your hope is being renewed. You have fought battles that drained your strength. You have faced struggles that seemed never-ending. You have wondered if you would ever see victory. But listen to me now. The battle that seemed impossible has already been won. You have not been fighting alone. I have been with you, standing beside you, covering you with my protection. The forces against you may have seemed great, but they are nothing before my power. The enemy tried to convince you that you were defeated, that you would never overcome. But I tell you, he has already been defeated. The victory is mine, and because you are mine, it is yours as well. Do you feel the shift? Do you sense the breakthrough? The chains that held you down are breaking. The opposition that stood before you is falling. What once seemed like an unshakable stronghold is crumbling before my presence. Stand firm, my beloved. Do not waver in fear or doubt. Walk forward in the confidence that I have gone before you, and the battle is already finished. Rejoice, for the victory is yours. It has always been yours, for I have declared it from the beginning. You will see my power, and you will know that I am the Lord who fights for you. The world around you has shifted. What once felt secure has been shaken. You have faced storms that tried to uproot you, challenges that tested your foundation. But hear me now. I am your rock that cannot be shaken. Everything else may crumble, but I remain. People may fail you, circumstances may change, and the future may seem uncertain, but I am your firm foundation. Those who build their lives upon me will never be moved. You do not have to fear what tomorrow holds. You do not have to be anxious about what lies ahead. I am your stronghold, your unshakable refuge. When the winds rise and the waters roar, you will stand firm, because I am the one holding you. The enemy may try to shake you, but he cannot break you. He may try to make you doubt, but my truth remains unchanging. You are safe in me, my beloved, and nothing can tear you from my hands. Rest in me. Let my presence be your peace. Let my promises be your anchor. Let my love be the foundation upon which you build your life, for I am the rock that will never fail you. You are not standing on sinking sand. You are standing upon the unmovable, eternal rock of your salvation, and in me you will never fall. You have endured suffering that others do not know. You have carried burdens in silence, wondering if your pain had any purpose. But I tell you this, my beloved, I am turning your pain into a powerful testimony. The wounds you thought would never heal will become marks of my faithfulness. The trials you barely survived will become stories of my deliverance. What once brought you sorrow will become the evidence of my glory in your life. Nothing you have walked through is wasted. Every tear, every heartbreak, every moment of despair, I am using it all for my purpose. I am weaving together a story that will bring hope to others, a testimony that will declare my power. The enemy wanted your pain to destroy you, but instead, I am using it to build you. What was meant for evil, I am turning for good. The places of deepest suffering will become the places of greatest strength. Do not be ashamed of your past, for I have redeemed it. Do not fear sharing your story, for it will bring healing to many. I have been with you through every step, and now I am bringing you into a season where your testimony will shine for my glory. Rejoice, my child. The pain is not the end. It is only the beginning of a testimony that will declare my goodness for generations to come. You have prayed and waited. You have cried out to me in desperation, longing for an answer, for a sign that I have heard you. Hear me now, my beloved. Your cry has reached me, and I am answering. I have never ignored you. I have never been deaf to your prayers. Even when you felt like nothing was changing, I was working. Even when you thought I was silent, I was moving in ways you could not yet see. My timing is perfect. I have been aligning things, preparing the way, ensuring that when my answer comes, it will be greater than you imagined. What I am doing is beyond your expectations, beyond your understanding, but it is exactly what you need. Do not lose heart. Do not let the waiting cause you to doubt. I am the God who fulfills his promises, and I am faithful to complete what I have started in your life. The answer is coming. The breakthrough is near. The miracle you have been waiting for is unfolding even now. Hold on to my word, for I am not a God who forgets. I am a God who acts at the appointed time. Rejoice, for my answer is on the way. The delay was never denial. It was preparation for something far greater than you expected. You have carried questions in your heart, longing for clarity, seeking my direction and waiting for my response. At times, you have wondered if I heard you, if your prayers had reached me. But listen, my beloved, the answer you have been waiting for is on its way. I am not slow in keeping my promises. I have not overlooked you or forgotten the cries of your heart. My timing is perfect, and I am working all things together for your good. What seems like a delay is, in truth, my divine preparation. Trust that I am moving, even when you cannot see it. The pieces are coming together. The doors are being prepared to open. The solution that seemed impossible is already in motion. You will soon look back and realize that I was orchestrating every detail for your blessing. Do not grow weary in waiting. Do not allow doubt to take root in your heart. My plans for you are not uncertain. They are sure, steadfast, and unshakable. I am aligning everything according to my perfect will, and you will see my faithfulness unfold. Very soon you will stand in awe, saying, "Surely the Lord has done this." What you have prayed for is not only coming, it will come in a way that will leave no doubt that it was my hand at work. Rejoice now, even before you see it, for the answer is near. It is already on its way, and nothing can stop what I have ordained for you. You have felt trapped, bound by fear, weighed down by past mistakes, held back by circumstances that seemed unchangeable. The enemy has whispered that you will never be free, that you will always struggle. But I declare to you today, I am breaking every chain that has held you captive. I did not create you to live in bondage. I did not call you to live in fear, in shame, or in the shadows of your past. I am the God who sets captives free, who breaks strongholds, who destroys every lie that has kept my children bound. Even now, my power is at work in you. The chains that once seemed unbreakable are falling. The addictions, the doubts, the cycles of failure, I am tearing them apart. The weight that has held you down is lifting, and you will walk in freedom like never before. You are not a prisoner. You are not defeated. You are not beyond my reach. I have called you to a life of victory, and nothing will keep you from stepping into all that I have prepared for you. Stand in faith, my child. Speak my truth over your life. Declare that you are free. For whom the Son sets free is free indeed. The chains are breaking, the prison doors are opening, and you are stepping into a new season of liberty. Walk forward without fear, for I am leading you out of captivity and into a life of joy, peace, and complete freedom in me. The trials you have faced have been great. The battles have been fierce. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are weak, that you will not make it, that you will be defeated. But listen to me, my beloved. You were born to overcome, and that is exactly what you will do. Before you even took your first breath, I knew you. I called you by name, and I placed my strength within you. You are not ordinary. You are chosen, anointed, set apart for my glory. You carry the power of my Spirit within you, and that power is greater than anything that comes against you. The obstacles before you are not greater than the one who walks beside you. The challenges you face are not stronger than the promises I have spoken over your life. You have been tested, but you will not be broken. You have been tried, but you will come forth as gold. Do not give in to fear. Do not listen to the lies that tell you that you are not enough. I have already declared victory over your life, and nothing can change what I have spoken. The enemy trembles at the authority I have placed within you. Rise up, my warrior. Stand firm in the truth. You were created to overcome, to conquer, to walk in my strength. This battle is not your end. It is the moment where you will see my power manifest in your life like never before. Rejoice, for you will overcome, not by your might, not by your strength, but by my Spirit, says the Lord. You have worn the garments of sorrow for too long. You have carried the weight of grief, disappointment, and pain, allowing it to define your days. But hear me now. I am removing your sorrow and clothing you with joy. I did not create you for a life of endless mourning. I did not call you to remain in a place of sadness. Though the trials have been great and the losses have been real, I am the God who restores what was taken and fills what was empty. The heaviness you have carried is lifting. The clouds that darkened your spirit are dispersing. My joy is coming upon you like a fresh morning breeze, reviving your soul, restoring your laughter, and bringing light where there was once only shadow. You will rejoice again. You will sing again. You will walk in freedom, no longer bound by the sorrow of yesterday. The enemy wanted you to believe that joy was out of reach, but I tell you, joy is your inheritance in me. Look up, my beloved. See the new thing I am doing. The tears you shed in private are being replaced with shouts of praise. The days of mourning are passing, and the season of rejoicing has come. Put on the garments of joy, for I have declared it over you. You are stepping into a season of divine laughter, unshakable peace, and a joy that no one can take away. The enemy has plotted against you. He has sent storms to shake you, distractions to deter you, and fear to weaken your heart. But hear me now. No evil shall prevail against you, for I am your shield. I have placed my hedge of protection around you. I have covered you under the shadow of my wings. No force of darkness can touch you without passing through me first, and I do not allow my children to be destroyed. The weapons formed against you may be many, but they will not prosper. The attacks may come, but they will not succeed. I am your defender, your refuge, your fortress in times of trouble. When the battle rages, I am the one who fights for you. Do not be afraid of what you see. Do not be shaken by what the world says. My angels surround you. My spirit strengthens you, and my presence goes before you. The enemy may try, but he will fail, because I have already won the victory. Stand firm in faith, my child. The darkness cannot overtake you, for my light is upon you. The storm cannot sweep you away, for my hand holds you. You are not vulnerable. You are protected by the Almighty God. Walk in confidence, knowing that I am your shield. No evil shall prevail against you, and no enemy shall overcome you. You are safe in my hands, now and forever. There were times when you felt unseen, when you thought your faithfulness was unnoticed, when you wondered if your labor was in vain. But listen to me now. My glory will shine upon your life for all to see. I have been working in you, shaping you, refining you, preparing you for this very moment. What was hidden is about to be revealed. What was planted in tears is about to bloom in joy. My favor is upon you, and my presence will be evident in all that you do. You do not need to strive for recognition. You do not need to fight for approval. When my hand is upon you, no one can deny it. When my light shines through you, darkness must flee. The season of obscurity is ending. I am lifting you up, not for your own glory, but for mine. Through you, others will see my goodness. Through your testimony, others will believe in my power. Through your life, my name will be glorified. Do not fear the spotlight, for I am the one who has placed you there. I will equip you, strengthen you, and guide you. I will ensure that your heart remains humble and your spirit remains steadfast. Arise, my beloved. My glory is upon you. The world will see what I have done in you, and they will know that I am the Lord. You have seen things taken from you, opportunities lost, relationships broken, time wasted. You have watched as the enemy tried to rob you of your joy, your peace, and your purpose. But listen to me, my beloved. Everything that was stolen will be restored in greater measure. I am a God of restoration. I do not simply return what was taken. I multiply it. I do not bring you back to where you were. I take you further. What the enemy meant for harm, I will turn for good. The years that felt wasted are not lost. The prayers that seemed unanswered were not in vain. I have been working all along, preparing a greater outpouring than what you have imagined. The latter glory of your life will be greater than the former. Do not look back in regret. Do not dwell on what was taken. Lift your eyes to me, for I am your provider, your redeemer, your restorer. I will not only return what was lost, I will give you more than you ever expected. Rejoice, for your season of restoration is here. What was once empty will overflow. What was once broken will be made whole. What was once stolen will be returned with abundance. Stand firm in faith, for I am the God who restores beyond measure, and you will see my faithfulness in ways that will leave you in awe. The past has weighed heavily on your heart. You have wondered if your best moments are behind you, if the dreams you once had will remain unfulfilled. But hear me now. I make all things new, and your best days are ahead. I am not limited by what has been. I am not bound by your past failures, your lost time, or your missed opportunities. I am the God of new beginnings, and I am writing a future for you that is far greater than you have imagined. Do not cling to what is behind you. Do not let regret steal your hope. The door to the past is closed, and before you stands a new path filled with my promises, my favor, and my divine purpose. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust me, for I am the artist of your destiny. Every stroke, every detail, every moment has been carefully designed for your good. What lies ahead is not ordinary. It is extraordinary, for I am the one leading you. Let go of fear. Embrace the new thing I am doing. Step forward with boldness, for I have already gone before you, preparing the way. Your best days are not behind you, my beloved. They are before you. Walk into them with faith, for I am making all things new. Fear has whispered to you, tried to control you, held you back from stepping into all that I have for you. You have battled anxieties, faced uncertainties, and wondered if you were strong enough. But listen to me. Fear will no longer have power over you. I did not create you to live in fear. I did not call you to walk in hesitation or doubt. I have given you a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. You are not a prisoner to fear. You are a child of the Most High, and my perfect love drives out all fear. The enemy has tried to intimidate you, to make you believe that danger is near, that failure is inevitable. But I tell you the truth, he has no authority over you. You are covered by my hand, surrounded by my presence, and no evil can stand against you. Rise up, my beloved. Take hold of the courage I have placed within you. Speak my truth over your fears, for they have no place in your life. Declare my promises, for they are unshakable. You will walk forward in confidence. You will step into your destiny with boldness. The chains of fear are breaking, and you will move in freedom like never before. Do not be afraid. I am with you. I go before you. I am your protector, your provider, your peace. Fear has lost its power, and you will walk in victory. You have felt weary from the battles, drained from the struggles, and at times you have wondered if you were losing the fight. But hear me, my beloved. You are not a defeated soul, you are my victorious child. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are weak, that you will not overcome, that your struggles are greater than your strength. But I tell you, my power is within you, and in me you have already won. Victory is not something you have to chase, it is your inheritance. I have overcome the world, and because you are mine, you stand in that same victory. Nothing can separate you from my love. Nothing can steal what I have promised you, and nothing can keep you from rising again. Look up, my child. Shake off the dust of discouragement. Stand in the truth that you are more than a conqueror. Every challenge you have faced has only made you stronger. Every storm has only deepened your faith, and every battle has only positioned you for greater triumph. Do not let the weight of yesterday define you. Do not let the lies of the enemy hold you captive. Walk in the authority I have given you, for you are not defeated. You are victorious in me. Rejoice, for your victory is secure. Stand firm, for I am the one who upholds you. The battle has already been won, and you, my beloved, will see the fullness of my triumph in your life. You have wondered if I truly see you, if I truly care about the details of your life. At times you have felt forgotten, as if your burdens were too small for me to notice. But hear me now. I care for you more than you can imagine. Every moment of your life is precious to me. Every sigh, every longing, every hidden thought. I know them all. You have never been unseen, never been unheard, never been unloved. My care for you is deeper than the ocean, wider than the skies, greater than all your fears combined. I see your needs before you even ask. I know the struggles you don't speak of. I understand the battles that rage within you, and I am not distant. I am near, closer than your very breath, working in ways you do not yet see. You do not have to carry your burdens alone. You do not have to navigate life by your own strength. Let me carry you, let me guide you. Let me pour my love upon you like a river that never runs dry. Trust in my care, my child. Trust that I am moving, providing, and leading you in ways beyond your comprehension. You are never forgotten, never abandoned, never outside of my love. Rest in me, for I am the one who holds your heart. I care for you more than you can ever imagine, and I always will. You have faced delays. You have encountered obstacles. You have wondered if the promises I spoke over you would ever come to pass. But listen to me, my beloved. Nothing can frustrate my plans for your life. No human, no mistake, no failure, and no force of darkness has the power to stop what I have ordained. What I have spoken will come to pass. What I have set in motion will be completed. I am the one who holds your destiny, and I do not fail. The enemy has tried to whisper lies, telling you that you have missed your opportunity, that you have lost your chance, that my plans have been cancelled. But I tell you, my purpose for you remains. My promises are still alive. Nothing has been lost in my hands. What may seem like a delay to you is not a denial. It is my divine timing at work. I have been aligning things in the unseen, preparing you, refining you, and making sure that when my plan unfolds, it will be greater than you imagined. Do not be discouraged. Do not believe the lie that your time has passed. I am the author of your story, and I will complete what I started in you. My plans are not fragile. They are firm, unshakable, and unstoppable. Trust in me, for I am faithful. What I have declared over your life will stand forever. Nothing and no one can frustrate what I have destined for you. You have walked in faith even when the answers did not come quickly. You have held on to my promises, trusting me in the silence, believing in my word, even when everything around you seemed to say otherwise. But hear me now, my beloved. The faith you held on to will be rewarded. I have seen every moment when you chose to believe despite the doubt. I have witnessed your endurance, your prayers whispered through tears, your determination to trust me even when the path was unclear. Your faith has not gone unnoticed. I am the God who honors those who trust in me. I will not let your hope be put to shame. What you have been waiting for is already in motion. The seeds of faith you planted will bear fruit, and the reward I am bringing will be greater than you imagined. Do not let go now. Do not allow discouragement to steal what is already yours. You are closer than you think. What you have believed for is about to manifest, and when it does, you will see that I was always working, always faithful, always true to my word. Lift your head, my child. Stand firm in faith. The breakthrough is near, and the fulfillment of my promises will bring joy that no one can take away. Rejoice now, for your faith has moved my heart, and your reward is coming swiftly. You have endured seasons of waiting, wondering when the breakthrough would come, questioning if I had forgotten you. You have watched others step into their blessings while your prayers seemed unanswered. But listen, my beloved, your waiting has not been in vain. I have been working in the unseen, aligning things that you cannot yet perceive. The delay was not a punishment. It was my preparation. I was refining you, strengthening you, and ensuring that when my blessing arrived, you would be ready to carry it. Do not think for a moment that I have ignored you. Every second of waiting has had a purpose. The story I am writing for you is greater than what you have envisioned. If I have asked you to wait, it is because the blessing I am preparing requires perfect timing. You will look back and understand why things happened as they did. The doors that remained closed were my protection. The seasons that felt slow were seasons of deep transformation. And now the time of fulfillment is drawing near. Trust in my timing, my beloved. Trust that what is coming is worth every moment of waiting. Soon you will rejoice, knowing that not a single day of patience was wasted. What I have prepared for you is far greater than anything you could have rushed into. Your waiting is about to turn into dancing. You have prayed for many things, but what I am about to do in your life will go beyond what you have asked or imagined. I am not only answering your prayers, I am exceeding them. My beloved, great surprises are coming your way. I delight in blessing my children. I take joy in seeing you walk in my goodness. And because you have trusted me, because you have remained faithful, I am preparing an outpouring of unexpected favor. There are doors you did not knock on that I am about to open. There are blessings you did not expect that are already on their way. I am a God of abundance, and I love to surprise those who trust in me. The enemy tried to convince you that nothing would change, that you would remain in the same place forever. But I am declaring today that new things are springing forth, and they will come suddenly, swiftly, and overwhelmingly. Rejoice, my child, for the season of surprises has begun. Keep your heart open, for what I am about to do will leave you in awe. Watch as my goodness unfolds in ways you never expected, and know that I am the God who loves to give far more than you could ever dream. You have wondered why certain doors remained shut, why opportunities slipped through your fingers, and why paths you longed to walk never opened. But hear me, my beloved. I closed the wrong doors to open the right ones. I see what you cannot see. I know the plans I have for you, and I will not allow you to settle for anything less than my best. What you thought was rejection was my divine protection. What you saw as loss was, in truth, a redirection to something far greater. The doors that remained shut were not meant for you. They would have led you to places outside of my perfect will. But now, I am opening the right doors, doors that no man can close, doors that will lead you into blessings beyond your expectations. Do not mourn what was never meant to be. Do not question my hand when I remove something from your life. Trust that every closed door was my way of guiding you to my perfect plan. Now, prepare yourself, for the right doors are about to swing open. The opportunities that I have aligned for you will bring you joy, fulfillment, and purpose like never before. Rejoice, my child, for my wisdom has guided you well. The waiting was not wasted. The best is yet to come. You have walked through seasons of sorrow, where your heart felt too heavy to sing, where your soul was weary from the weight of life. But listen to me now. I am placing a new song in your heart. The melody of your life is changing. The song of sadness is fading, and I am composing a song of joy, of restoration, of hope renewed. The enemy tried to silence you, to steal your praise, but he has failed. For I am filling you with a song that cannot be taken away. This new song will not be one of despair but of victory. It will not be one of brokenness but of wholeness. It will be a song that testifies of my goodness, my faithfulness, and my unshakable love. Sing again, my child. Lift your voice in praise, even before you see the breakthrough. Let your heart rejoice, for what I am doing will cause you to dance in my presence. The night of sorrow has passed. The morning of rejoicing has come. The song I am giving you will be a testimony to all who hear it, a declaration that I, the Lord, have done great things for you. Sing, for your heart is being made new. Sing, for my joy is your strength. Sing, for I have given you a reason to rejoice. You have wondered if you will finish the race, if you have the strength to continue, if my promises over your life will truly come to pass. But hear me now. What I started in you, I will surely complete. I do not abandon the work of my hands. I do not leave things unfinished. Every promise I have spoken over you, every word I have declared, every plan I have set in motion, I will bring it to fulfillment. There have been moments when you felt like giving up, times when you questioned if you had the endurance to continue. But I am the one who strengthens you. I am the one who carries you when you are weak, and I will not allow you to fall. The process has been long, but the end is glorious. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust that I am the master craftsman, shaping every detail of your life into something beautiful. Hold on to faith, my child. Do not let weariness steal your confidence. What I have begun, I will perfect. What I have promised, I will accomplish. You will stand in the fulfillment of my plans, and you will testify that I, the Lord, have done it. The story is not over. I am still writing, and the ending will be greater than you ever imagined. You have been carrying a weight too heavy for your soul. You have tried to be strong, to hold everything together, to bear burdens that were never meant to rest on your shoulders. But hear me now. You do not have to carry this burden alone. I see the exhaustion in your heart. I know the silent struggles, the battles fought in the depths of your mind, the worries that have stolen your peace. But my beloved, I did not create you to bear these things by yourself. Come to me, and I will give you rest. Lay your burdens at my feet, and I will carry them for you. I am your refuge, your place of peace, the one who holds you when you can no longer stand. You were never meant to walk this journey in your own strength. I have always been beside you, waiting for you to surrender, waiting for you to trust that I am strong enough to carry you through. Let go of the weight that has drained your soul. Release the worries that have filled your heart. Take my hand, and I will lead you into a place of peace that surpasses all understanding. You are not alone. You are never alone. I am here, and I will carry what you cannot. Rest in me, my child, for I am your strength. Your soul has been weary. You have been searching for peace, for a place of rest, for relief from the battles that have left you drained. But hear me now. I am bringing you the rest your soul has been longing for. The world cannot give you the peace you seek. No amount of striving, no amount of control, no earthly solution can calm the storm inside you. But I, the Lord your God, am the giver of perfect peace. Come and rest in my presence. Let go of the need to have all the answers. Stop carrying the burdens that I have already taken upon myself. I am your refuge, and in me you will find the rest that nothing else can provide. I am quieting the noise around you, silencing the worries within you, and filling you with my presence. Where there was anxiety, there will be peace. Where there was fear, there will be confidence. Where there was exhaustion, there will be renewal. Trust in me, my beloved. Let me refresh you, restore you, and fill you with new strength. The days of weariness are passing, and a season of deep, unshakable rest is coming upon you. Rest in my arms, for you are safe here. Rest in my love, for it never fails. Rest in my promises, for they are true. For too long, you have felt bound, held back by fear, past mistakes, doubts, and the lies of the enemy. You have believed that freedom was out of reach, that you would always struggle with the same battles. But hear me now. The chains that held you back have been broken. You are not a prisoner to your past. You are not a slave to fear. You are not destined to live in bondage. I have broken every chain, shattered every stronghold, and set you free to walk in the fullness of my promises. The enemy no longer has power over you. He cannot keep you in a place of defeat, for I have already declared victory over your life. Every lie he spoke over you is now silenced by my truth. Walk in the freedom I have given you. Step out of the prison that no longer holds you. You are no longer who you used to be. You are made new, redeemed, and set apart for my glory. Do not let fear convince you to stay in the past. Move forward in faith, knowing that nothing can hold you back from what I have prepared for you. Rejoice, my child, for you are free. The chains are gone, the doors are open, and your future is filled with my abundant grace. You have looked at yourself and wondered if you were truly meant for something more. You have questioned whether your life has a greater purpose, whether there is something beyond what you can see. Hear me now, my beloved. You were born for greater things than you can imagine. Before you took your first breath, I had a plan for you. Before you faced your first challenge, I had already written your victory. You are not here by accident. You were created with intention, with purpose, with a destiny that is far greater than you can comprehend. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are ordinary, that you have no impact, that your life is insignificant. But I tell you, you are chosen. You carry my presence, my authority, my anointing. You are a light in this world, and your life will testify of my glory. Stop underestimating what I can do through you. Stop believing the lies that say you are not enough. I have equipped you, I have called you, and I have positioned you for something beyond what you have dreamed. Step forward in faith, my child. Do not be afraid to embrace the calling I have placed upon you. The doors I am opening will lead you into a season of purpose, influence, and divine fulfillment. Rejoice, for your life is not small, it is powerful, and I will use you to do mighty things for my kingdom. You have waited, you have trusted. You have remained faithful even when you could not see what I was doing. And now I tell you this, I am preparing something extraordinary for you. What is coming is not ordinary. It is beyond what you have prayed for. I am the God of more than enough, and I do not give in small portions. I am pouring out favor, opening doors and positioning you for blessings that will leave you in awe. You have endured the process. You have been tested and refined. The waiting was not wasted. It was the foundation for what is about to be released. Every delay had a purpose. Every moment of silence was preparing you for the sudden move I am about to bring. Do not limit me with your expectations. What I am doing is bigger than you have asked, greater than you have imagined, and perfectly aligned with my plans for you. Prepare your heart, my child. Prepare to receive. The extraordinary is coming, and when it does, you will know that I, the Lord, have done this. Rejoice now, for what I have in store for you is beyond anything you have dreamed. You have waited patiently. You have endured the trials, trusted in my promises, and held on to faith even when nothing seemed to change. But hear me now. The time of waiting is over. Your season has come. There is a shift taking place. What was delayed is now being released. What was held back is now flowing freely. The doors that remained shut for so long are opening wide, and you are stepping into the fulfillment of all that I have spoken over you. The waiting was not punishment. It was preparation. I was strengthening you, equipping you, and refining you for the blessing that is now being poured into your life. What is coming is greater than what you expected, and it will come suddenly. You will see the answers you prayed for. You will witness the breakthrough you believed for. You will walk into the promises I have declared over your life. The waiting is turning into rejoicing. The struggle is turning into celebration. Lift up your eyes, my child. The season of fulfillment has begun. Walk forward with confidence, for I am bringing you into a time of divine acceleration, where my goodness will overtake you in ways you never imagined. You have carried dreams deep within you, visions of what could be, desires that seemed beyond your reach. At times you have wondered if they were truly from me, or if they would ever come to pass. But hear me now. The dreams I placed in your heart are not in vain. I do not give false hope. I do not plant dreams in your soul only to let them wither. What I have spoken over you, what I have stirred within you, will be fulfilled in my perfect time and way. The enemy has tried to discourage you, to make you believe that your dreams are too big, that you are unworthy, that it is too late. But I am the one who makes the impossible possible. What you thought was out of reach is already within my plan. Do not lose hope. Do not let go of what I have placed within you. Though the vision may seem delayed, it is not forgotten. I have been preparing you, aligning circumstances and shaping your journey so that when the time comes, you will be ready to receive all that I have promised. Trust me, my child. Hold on to faith. The dreams I have given you will not die. They will flourish, and you will see my hand moving in ways beyond what you have imagined. Your dreams are alive, and soon they will become reality. You have faced resistance, roadblocks, and delays. You have encountered barriers that seemed unmovable, hindrances that made the journey difficult. But listen to me now. I am removing every obstacle in your path. Nothing can stand against my will. No opposition, no circumstance, no power of darkness can stop what I have set in motion for you. The mountains before you are being leveled, the barriers are being torn down, and the way is being cleared for you to walk into your destiny. You do not have to fight in your own strength. I am the one who goes before you, making a way where there was no way. Every closed door that was meant to delay you is now unlocking by my command. What once held you back will no longer have power over you. The struggles that tried to keep you from moving forward are being cast aside. The season of resistance is ending, and the season of divine acceleration is beginning. Walk with boldness, my child. The obstacles are falling, the path is clearing, and what was once difficult will now become easy. Rejoice, for I am moving mountains on your behalf, and nothing will stop what I have planned for you. You have been through battles that few understand. The enemy came against you with lies, with fear, with discouragement. He tried to break you, to steal your joy, to silence your faith. But hear me now, he has failed. The attacks were fierce, but I was your shield. The storms were strong, but I was your anchor. The enemy thought he could destroy you, but he underestimated my power at work within you. What was meant to break you only made you stronger. What was intended to harm you has been turned into your testimony. You have come through the fire, but you are not burned. You have faced the flood, but you have not drowned. I have been with you every step of the way, and I will not allow the enemy to claim victory over you. You are mine, and nothing can snatch you from my hand. Now stand in confidence. The battle is over. The weapons formed against you did not prosper. You will walk forward in strength, in victory, and in the fullness of my promises. The enemy tried, but he could not destroy you. You are still standing, and my glory will shine through you like never before. You have faced opposition. There were those who doubted you, who spoke against you, who tried to block what I was doing in your life. The enemy used circumstances and people to discourage you, to make you believe that your blessings would never come. But hear me now. I am preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies. Those who mocked you will see my favor upon you. Those who doubted you will witness my hand lifting you higher. What was meant to shame you will turn into a testimony of my goodness. I will honor you, not in secret, but in the open, where all will know that I am the one who has blessed you. Do not seek revenge. Do not lower yourself to fight battles that I have already won. Remain steadfast, for I am your defender, and my justice is perfect. My blessing upon your life will speak louder than any word spoken against you. I will anoint your head with oil. I will fill your cup until it overflows. I will turn your trials into triumphs and your struggles into stepping stones for greater things. Walk with confidence, my child. The table is being set. The feast is being prepared, and soon you will sit in the presence of those who thought you would not rise. Rejoice, for I am exalting you, not by the hand of man, but by my divine purpose. You have stood in faith when everything seemed uncertain. You have held on to my promises when the world told you to give up. You have chosen to trust me, even in the silence. And hear me now. Your faith has moved my heart. Now watch what I will do. I am a rewarder of those who seek me. I do not ignore the prayers of my faithful ones. Every step of obedience, every moment of trust, every tear shed in faith has reached me. Now I am moving in ways you cannot yet see. What was once stagnant will now shift. What seemed delayed will now accelerate. The prayers you thought were unanswered are being fulfilled in my perfect way and timing. I have seen your faith, and I am responding with an outpouring of my goodness. Do not doubt. Do not waver. The breakthrough is not only coming, it is already here. The doors you thought were closed forever are unlocking. The miracles you believed for are manifesting before your very eyes. Rejoice, my child, for your faith has not been in vain. Stand and see the fulfillment of all that I have promised you. You believed. Now watch as I bring it to pass. You have faced setbacks that made you question everything. You have seen plans fall apart, dreams seem distant, and efforts appear wasted. But listen to me, my beloved. I am turning every setback into a setup for your future. What seemed like failure was actually my hand redirecting you. What looked like disappointment was me positioning you for something greater. I have not allowed anything to be wasted. Every delay, every detour, every difficulty has been preparing you for what is coming. The enemy thought he could use these setbacks to destroy you, but I have used them to build you. The lessons you have learned, the strength you have gained, the faith that has deepened, all of it was necessary for the doors I am about to open. Do not dwell on what did not work out. Do not let regret cloud your vision. Lift your eyes, for the path ahead is filled with my favor. The things that once held you back are now launching you forward. Rejoice, my child. What looked like a loss was actually a setup for an even greater gain. The best is not behind you. The best is yet to come. You have knocked on doors that refuse to open. You have tried, waited, and prayed, wondering when the breakthrough would come. But hear me now, my beloved. I am opening doors that no one can shut. What I have prepared for you cannot be stopped by man. No opposition, no delay, no force of darkness can stand in the way of what I'm about to release in your life. When I open a door, it remains open. When I make a way, nothing can block it. You do not need to strive, force, or manipulate circumstances. Simply trust me, for I am the one who holds the keys to your destiny. The waiting was not wasted. It was me preparing the perfect door for you to walk through. When the time is right, everything will align. What seemed impossible will suddenly fall into place. You will step into blessings that will leave you in awe, and you will know without a doubt that it was my hand at work. Rejoice, my child. The doors are unlocking, and what is ahead is greater than you have ever imagined. Walk forward with faith, for nothing and no one can close what I have opened for you. You have worried about provision. You have looked at your needs and wondered if you would have enough. You have felt the weight of financial burdens and the uncertainty of tomorrow. But listen to me, my beloved. I am your provider, and you will lack nothing. I am the one who clothes the lilies of the field and feeds the birds of the air. If I care for them, how much more will I take care of you? You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. I have already prepared what you need before you even asked. Do not let fear steal your peace. Do not let anxiety cloud your faith. My provision is not dependent on the economy, on circumstances, or on human ability. It is supernatural, abundant, and always on time. I will open doors of blessing. I will pour out favor where you least expect it. I will supply all your needs according to my riches in glory. Trust in me, my child. Release your worries and rest in my promise. You are not meant to struggle in fear, but to walk in the confidence that I am Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides. What you need is already on its way. You will see my faithfulness, and you will testify of my goodness. You have spent time looking over your shoulder, wondering about the past, replaying what was lost and questioning what could have been. But hear me now, my beloved. Do not look back. The new is ahead of you. I am not calling you to live in the shadows of yesterday. I am calling you to step forward into the future I have prepared. The past is over, and though it shaped you, it does not define you. The enemy wants to keep you tied to what was, to make you dwell on regret, to convince you that nothing better is coming. But I tell you the truth, what lies ahead is greater than what is behind. The past may have been filled with pain, but your future is filled with my promise. Do not be afraid to move forward. Do not hesitate because of what happened before. I am the God who restores, who renews, who redeems every moment of your life. Lift your eyes, my child. The path ahead is filled with my goodness. Walk with boldness, for I am leading you into a new season of hope, joy, and abundance. Leave the past behind. Your best days are before you. There were times when you felt unheard, times when the enemy tried to quiet your spirit, to make you believe that your words held no power. He sought to steal your confidence, to drown your voice in fear and doubt. But listen to me now, my beloved. The enemy tried to silence you, but I am giving you a voice. You were not meant to remain in the shadows. I have placed my words in your mouth, my fire in your spirit, and my authority upon you. What I have given you, no one can take away. The world may try to overlook you, but I see you. The enemy may try to intimidate you, but I am strengthening you. The voice I have placed within you will speak my truth, proclaim my goodness, and declare my victory. Rise up, my child. Do not be afraid to speak, to stand, to shine. I have called you for such a time as this. The testimony I have placed in you will bring healing to others. The words I give you will carry my power, and the influence I am giving you will glorify my name. No longer will you remain silent. No longer will fear hold you back. I am releasing you into your divine purpose, and your voice will be heard. Speak, for I have anointed you. Speak, for my spirit is upon you. Speak, for I am with you always. The storm was fierce. The winds howled, the waves crashed, and the darkness tried to overtake you. There were moments when you thought you wouldn't make it, times when you felt like you were drowning in the chaos. But hear me now, my beloved. The storm that was sent to destroy you will be your testimony. The enemy thought this storm would break you. He thought it would cause you to give up, to lose faith, to walk away from my promises. But instead I have used it to strengthen you, to deepen your trust and to prepare you for greater things. You did not sink. You did not fall. You may have felt weak, but I was holding you the entire time. What was meant to harm you has only refined you. And now you stand stronger than before. Soon you will look back and see that I was in the storm with you, that I was teaching you, shaping you, preparing you. And now I will use your testimony to bring hope to others, to declare my power, and to reveal my faithfulness. Do not fear the storms, my child. What the enemy sends for destruction, I turn into victory. This storm did not defeat you. It has positioned you for greater things. Rejoice, for what was meant to break you has only built you into the warrior I created you to be. You have walked in faith, but I am calling you higher. You have trusted me, but I am stretching you beyond what you have known. Listen to me, my beloved. I am taking you to a new level of faith. This new season will require deeper trust, bolder steps, and unwavering belief in my promises. I am asking you to walk by faith and not by sight, to step forward even when the path is unclear, to believe in my word even when circumstances seem impossible. You will see miracles. You will experience my presence in ways you never have before. But to walk in the supernatural, you must release the need for control, the desire for immediate answers, and the fear of the unknown. Do not resist this process. The faith you are building now will sustain you for what is coming. I am leading you into greater things, and with greater things comes a greater dependence on me. Let go of fear. Walk forward in confidence. Trust that I am guiding you, that I am your provider, that I will never fail you. This is your moment to rise in faith. You will see my hand move in ways beyond your imagination. Trust, believe, and step into the new level I am calling you to. You have prayed, you have waited, and you have stood in faith even when nothing seemed to change. But hear me now, my beloved. The heavens are moving in your favor. What you could not see was that I have been working all along. I have been aligning circumstances, preparing hearts, and shifting things in the spiritual realm. What seemed delayed was never forgotten. Every prayer has been heard, every tear has been seen, and every act of faith has been counted. Now my divine timing is unfolding. Doors that seemed locked will open effortlessly. Favor that seemed distant will flood your life. Opportunities that you thought were lost will return in greater measure. Do not doubt in this moment. Do not question whether I am able. I am the God who parts the seas, who makes rivers in the desert, who speaks and causes things to exist. The heavens are working on your behalf, and soon you will see the manifestation of my promises. Rejoice, my child. What is coming is beyond what you have prayed for. The heavens are shifting, and your breakthrough is at hand. You have felt weary. You have struggled to keep going, feeling as if your strength is running out, as if the weight of life is pressing down on you. But listen to me, my beloved. My grace is carrying you even when you feel weak. Your strength is not in your own ability, it is in me. When you are weak, I am strong. When you feel like you cannot take another step, I am the one who lifts you up. My grace is not just enough, it is more than enough. Do not be discouraged when you feel tired. Do not allow the enemy to make you believe that weakness means failure. It is in your weakest moments that my power is revealed the most. I am sustaining you, holding you, and leading you forward. Let go of the burden of trying to do everything in your own strength. Rest in me, trust in me, and know that I will never let you fall. You are not alone in this journey. My grace is covering you. My strength is renewing you, and my love is sustaining you. Rise again, my child. You are stronger than you feel, for I am the one who carries you. The winds have been strong. The waves have crashed against you. The storms of life have tried to shake your foundation. But listen to me now, my beloved. I am lifting you above every storm. You were not meant to be overtaken. You were not created to be crushed under the weight of trials. I am the one who speaks to the storm and says, "Peace, be still." And I am the one who lifts you above the raging waters. The storm may still be present, but it will not have power over you. You are rising above it, not by your strength, but by mine. You will soar like the eagle, carried by the winds instead of being battered by them. Do not fear what is happening around you. Keep your eyes on me. The storm is not your end. It is only the place where you will see my power in a greater way. Hold on, my child. I am lifting you higher above the troubles, above the fear, above the doubt. Soon the storm will pass, and you will stand in the calm of my presence, stronger than ever before. Rejoice, for victory is yours. The storm has no power over you because I am your refuge. You have faced battles that felt too great to bear. The enemy came against you with everything he had, and there were moments when you wondered if you would survive. But hear me now, my beloved. The battle you thought would destroy you will be your greatest victory. I have never left your side. Even in the fiercest moments, when the pressure was overwhelming, I was fighting for you. The enemy thought he had won, but he underestimated my power within you. What was meant to break you has only made you stronger. What was meant to silence you will now become your testimony. You will not only overcome, you will stand victorious, and all will see that my hand has been upon you. Do not fear the battle, for I have already declared your victory. Do not be discouraged by the struggle, for I am using it to elevate you to new heights. Rejoice, my child. The very thing that tried to take you down will be the reason you rise. The battle is ending and your triumph is here. Your heart has been wounded. You have carried pain from broken relationships, from betrayals, from words that cut deep. But listen to me, my beloved. I am restoring your relationships and healing your heart. I am the God who binds up the brokenhearted, who brings reconciliation where there was division, who breathes life into what seemed lost. I have seen your tears. I have felt your pain, and I am working to mend what has been torn apart. Do not give up on love. Do not let bitterness take root. I am softening hearts, bringing clarity, and aligning circumstances for restoration. What was broken will be made whole. What was lost will be returned in greater measure. Let me heal you. Let me fill the empty places with my love. Let me show you that I am the one who restores, who redeems, who brings beauty from ashes. Trust me with your heart, my child. I am working behind the scenes, and soon you will see the power of my love restoring what once seemed impossible. Your mind has been restless. Your heart has been troubled. The worries of life have tried to steal your joy, to overwhelm your spirit. But hear me now, my beloved. My peace that surpasses all understanding is coming upon you. The peace I give is not like the world's peace. It is not temporary, nor does it depend on circumstances. My peace is unshakable, a deep rest for your soul, a calm in the middle of the storm. Let go of anxiety. Release the weight of worry. I am in control, and nothing can separate you from my love. When you trust in me, fear loses its grip, and peace takes its place. You do not have to understand everything. You do not have to have all the answers. Just rest in me, knowing that I hold your future, your loved ones, your every need in my hands. Take a deep breath, my child. Feel my presence surrounding you. The chaos may still be there, but it no longer has power over you. My peace is here, and it will sustain you through all things. Rejoice, for you are safe in my arms, and my peace will never leave you. You have prayed for my guidance, for my intervention, for my presence to be revealed in your life. You have waited and wondered when the breakthrough would come. But hear me now, my beloved. You will see my hand moving in ways you never expected. I am not limited by human understanding. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are beyond what you can comprehend. Just because you cannot see the full picture does not mean I am not working. I have been orchestrating things behind the scenes, aligning people, opening doors, and preparing you for what is to come. What seemed delayed was actually me perfecting every detail. Do not rely on your own understanding. Trust me, for soon you will look back and see that every step was divinely ordered. The things you thought were obstacles were actually stepping stones to something greater. Open your heart, my child. Expect the unexpected. My power is at work, and you are about to witness miracles that will leave you in awe. Rejoice, for I am moving on your behalf, and what is coming is beyond anything you imagined. You have felt stuck, as if you were in the same place for too long. You have longed for change, for movement, for a fresh start. Listen to me now, my beloved. The winds of change are blowing in your favor. I am shifting things in your life. The season of stillness is ending, and a new season of growth, opportunity, and transformation is beginning. What once seemed unmovable is now shifting by my command. The changes I am bringing will not cause fear, but joy. They are not to harm you, but to prosper you. I am aligning everything according to my perfect will, and soon you will see the doors opening before you. Do not resist what I am doing. Embrace the new. Let go of the past and step forward with confidence, knowing that I am guiding you every step of the way. Trust me, my child. The winds of my spirit are carrying you into something greater, something designed specifically for you. Rejoice, for your new season has arrived, and it is filled with my favor. Your story is not just for you. Your journey, your struggles, your victories, they will be a testimony that will inspire many. Hear me now, my beloved. You will testify of my goodness for generations to come. I have been writing a powerful story through your life. Every trial you endured, every moment you held on to faith, every time you trusted me in the unknown, I have been shaping your testimony. What you have gone through is not wasted. It will bring hope to those who feel hopeless, strength to those who feel weak, and faith to those who are struggling to believe. Your story will shine my glory. Do not be silent about what I have done for you. Do not be ashamed of your past, for I have redeemed it. Speak of my goodness, share my faithfulness, and let your testimony be a light to others. You are living proof that I am a God who saves, who heals, who restores. Your life is a witness to my power, and the world will see what I have done. Rejoice, my child. Your testimony will bless generations, and my goodness will be declared through your life forever. You have prayed for my provision, for my favor, for the doors to open in ways you never imagined. You have waited with expectation, believing that I would move, yet at times, doubt tried to creep into your heart. But listen to me now, my beloved. I am pouring out a blessing that will overwhelm you, a blessing so great that you will not have room to contain it. I have seen your faithfulness, your persistence in seeking me, even when things seemed uncertain. I have counted every sacrifice, every act of obedience, every moment when you chose to trust me despite the circumstances. And now I am releasing an abundance that will make you stand in awe. The blessing I am sending is not just for your needs, it is for your overflow. I am not only answering your prayers, I am exceeding them, multiplying what you asked for, and bringing forth provision in ways that you did not expect. Do not try to calculate my goodness by human standards. Do not limit me to what you think is possible. When I bless, I do it extravagantly with my divine touch, in a way that no man can take credit for. You will not have to struggle to receive it, nor will you have to fight for it in your own strength. My favor will chase after you, my goodness will follow you, and my provision will come effortlessly, because I, the Lord, have commanded it over your life. Prepare yourself, my child. Prepare your heart to receive. Do not doubt when the blessing begins to pour. Do not hesitate when I open the floodgates of heaven. Receive with gratitude, knowing that this is my love made visible. This is my hand moving in your life. This is my faithfulness made manifest. You will look around and see my abundance in every area, and you will say with joy, "Surely the Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in my eyes." Rejoice, for the season of lack is over. The time of struggle is passing. The heavens are open, and I am pouring out upon you more than you can hold. Let your heart be filled with expectation, for what is coming will be far greater than you have ever dreamed. You have looked at the ruins of what was once whole, at the pieces of dreams that seemed shattered, at relationships that appeared beyond healing. You have wondered if what was lost could ever be found again, if what was broken could ever be restored. But hear me now, my beloved. I am the God who restores what was broken beyond repair, the one who breathes life into what was dead, the one who makes all things new. Nothing is too far gone for me. No situation is beyond my power. No wound is beyond my healing. No loss is beyond my ability to redeem. I specialize in bringing beauty from ashes, in restoring what seemed impossible, in making whole what was torn apart. You may have given up hope, believing that certain things were beyond saving, but I have not given up. I have been working in the unseen, preparing a restoration so complete that it will be as if the brokenness never existed. The enemy wanted you to believe that this was your end, that there was no way forward, that the pain would remain forever. But he is a liar, and I tell you the truth, your story is not over. The brokenness was only a chapter, not the conclusion. The heartache was only a season, not your destiny. I am taking what was stolen, what was torn, what was left in ruins, and I am rebuilding it with my own hands. Do not try to understand how I will do it. Just trust that I will. Do not focus on the damage. Fix your eyes on my promise. My restoration is not partial, it is complete. My healing is not temporary, it is eternal. My plans are not flawed, they are perfect. What I restore will be stronger than before. What I renew will shine with my glory, and what I give back will be a testimony to all who see it. Rejoice, my child, for the time of restoration has come. The wounds will close, the broken pieces will come together, and your heart will sing again. You will see the fullness of my redemption, and you will declare to the world, "The Lord has restored me, and his mercy has no end." You have been in a season of refining, of transformation, of deep unseen change. You have walked through fire, through valleys of testing, through moments where you felt as if you were being stretched beyond your limits. But listen to me now, my beloved. When I am finished with what I am doing in you, you will not recognize yourself. I have been molding you, shaping you, strengthening you in ways you do not yet understand. I have been purging away the old, removing what does not belong, preparing you for something far greater than what you have known. The process has not been easy, but it has been necessary. You have felt the pressure, but the pressure was not to break you. It was to transform you into something glorious. The version of you that emerges from this season will be filled with my wisdom, clothed in my strength, and walking in a level of authority that you never imagined. You will look in the mirror and see a warrior where you once saw weakness, a victor where you once saw struggle, a testimony where you once saw pain. You will not be defined by what you went through. You will be defined by my glory upon your life. The enemy tried to convince you that you were being buried, but he did not know that you were being planted. The crushing was not to destroy you. It was to produce an anointing so deep, a power so strong, and a testimony so undeniable that all who see you will know that my hand has been upon you. Get ready, my child. Get ready for the unveiling. The transformation is complete, and now I am bringing you into a season where you will walk in all that I have promised. You will rise with boldness, with clarity, with a confidence that can only come from knowing that you have been made new in me. Rejoice, for the days ahead will not resemble the days behind. The struggles you faced will no longer hold you back. The fears that once gripped you will no longer have a place in your heart. You are stepping into a new version of yourself, stronger, wiser, bolder, and filled with my spirit. Prepare yourself, for what I am about to do will be so great that you will stand in awe. You will walk into rooms you once thought you did not belong in. You will step into opportunities you once felt unqualified for. You will carry a peace that cannot be shaken, a joy that cannot be stolen, and a testimony that cannot be denied. The old has passed away, and the new has come. Step forward, my beloved, for the world is about to see what I have done in you. You have looked at others and wondered if you would ever rise, if you would ever step into the greatness that I have promised you. You have fought battles in silence, struggled against invisible forces, and endured seasons of waiting that tested your faith. But hear me now, my beloved. I am elevating you to a place you never thought you could reach. What seemed impossible is now unfolding before your eyes. The doors that were once locked are opening at my command. The positions you never thought you were qualified for are being given to you by my favor alone. I have been working behind the scenes, arranging divine appointments, preparing you for moments that will change the course of your life forever. This is not about human effort. This is not about your ability, your qualifications, or what others think of you. This is about my power working in you. I have chosen you. I have called you, and I am now lifting you to a higher place, not so that you can boast in yourself, but so that my glory may be seen through you. Do not fear the heights to which I am taking you. You were never meant to stay in the low places. You were always destined for greater things. I have refined you in the fire so that when I place you in high places, you will stand firm, unshaken, and unafraid. Rejoice, my child. What once seemed out of reach is now within your grasp. What once felt like a dream is now your reality. You are stepping into new realms of influence, new levels of anointing, and new territories that I have set apart for you. Walk with confidence, for this is only the beginning. The heights I am taking you to are far beyond what you have imagined. You have felt a stirring within you, a sense that something is shifting, that something deep inside is being awakened. You have longed for more of my presence, more of my power, more of my spirit flowing through you. Hear me now, my beloved. The anointing over your life is increasing. I have been preparing you for this moment. The trials you faced were not just obstacles. They were training grounds. The struggles you endured were not without purpose. They were refining you for a greater outpouring of my spirit. You have walked through the fire, but now you will walk in a fresh power that cannot be contained. The enemy tried to wear you down, to make you question your calling, to make you believe that you were not capable of carrying my glory. But I tell you today, I have chosen you, I have anointed you, and I have equipped you for something far greater than you ever imagined. You will speak and lives will be changed. You will pray and miracles will take place. You will walk into places and shift atmospheres because my spirit will go before you. The power I am releasing in you is not for your benefit alone. It is to break chains, to bring deliverance, to heal the wounded, and to bring my kingdom to the earth. Do not hold back. Do not be afraid of the weight of this calling. My anointing does not burden, it empowers. My spirit does not overwhelm, it strengthens. As you step into this new season, you will feel my presence guiding you in ways you have never known before. Prepare yourself, my child. The anointing is increasing, and you're about to see me move through you in ways you never thought possible. You have felt unseen, overlooked, as if your efforts have gone unnoticed. You have wondered if anyone recognizes your faithfulness, if the seeds you have sown will ever bear fruit. But listen to me, my beloved. Your name is being mentioned in places you haven't even entered yet. I have placed people in position to speak on your behalf. I have stirred hearts to remember you, to open doors for you, to prepare opportunities that you never even considered. The favor I am placing upon you is moving ahead of you, making a way where there seemed to be none. Do not be discouraged by what you see. Do not let silence make you believe that nothing is happening. Even now, conversations are being held about you. Decisions are being made that will bring you into a season of divine acceleration. You will walk into rooms where people already know your name, where my favor has gone before you, where my purpose is waiting for you to step in and take your place. This is not about human recognition. This is about divine positioning. I have orchestrated every detail, and when the time is right, you will step into all that I have prepared for you. What you thought was delay was actually me setting the stage for something much greater. Rejoice, my child. You are about to walk into places you never dreamed of, into opportunities you never thought possible. The doors are opening, and your time is now. You have waited, you have endured, and you have trusted in my timing. There were seasons when it felt like progress was slow, when it seemed like every step forward required great effort. But listen to me now, my beloved. I am accelerating your journey. What took years will now happen suddenly. I am not bound by time. I am not limited by human processes. When I declare that a season has shifted, nothing can delay it. The breakthroughs that seemed distant are now at hand. The prayers you thought would take a lifetime to be answered are unfolding before you, and the delays that once held you back are being removed by my power. Do not question how it will happen. Just know that it will. I am bringing swift restoration, rapid promotion, and sudden favor that will leave you in awe. What others struggled for, I will place in your hands with ease. What seemed impossible, I will accomplish in an instant. You will look around and say, "How did this happen so quickly?" And you will know that it was my hand at work. Do not be afraid of the pace at which I am moving. Do not resist the acceleration. Walk boldly, for I have already gone before you, preparing the way. You will not be overwhelmed. You will be empowered. You will not be confused. You will have clarity. This is my divine acceleration, and nothing can slow it down. Rejoice, my child. The waiting season is over, and the season of sudden miracles has begun. Watch as I move swiftly in your life, for what took years to build, I will complete in moments. You have carried so much, worries, fears, responsibilities that weighed heavily upon your shoulders. There were days when you felt like the weight of life was too much, when exhaustion settled into your spirit, when you questioned how much longer you could endure. But hear me now, my beloved. The burden you have been carrying is being lifted right now. I never intended for you to bear these burdens alone. I never asked you to carry what was mine to hold. You have tried to be strong, to manage everything in your own power, but now I am asking you to release it to me. Let go of the worry, let go of the anxiety, let go of the need to control every outcome. I am the one who sustains you, the one who upholds you, the one who carries what you cannot. Even now, as you read these words, my peace is settling upon you. My presence is surrounding you like a protective shield. The heaviness is lifting, the weariness is fading, and my joy is filling the empty places within you. You do not have to fight alone, my child. I am here, and I am carrying you. Breathe deeply. Feel my presence renewing your strength. The weight is gone, the fear is broken, and my rest is upon you. You will walk lighter, you will move freer, and you will know that I am the one who sustains you in all things. Rejoice, for this is your moment of release. The burdens of yesterday are gone, and you are stepping into a new season of peace, freedom, and divine ease. You have been through trials that few understand. You have faced setbacks, disappointments, and moments where you wondered if anything good could come from your journey. You have asked me in secret, "Lord, is there purpose in my pain?" And hear me now, my beloved. Your story will be one of redemption and glory. I have never wasted a single moment of your life. Every hardship, every tear, every season of brokenness has been woven into a greater purpose. What the enemy meant for harm, I am using for good. The very thing that was supposed to destroy you will become the foundation of your greatest testimony. I do not just restore, I redeem. I do not just fix, I transform. Your story will not be one of loss, but of gain, not of shame, but of triumph, not of despair, but of overwhelming joy. The pain of the past will no longer define you. Instead, my glory upon your life will be what others see. Do not hide what I have brought you through. Do not be ashamed of the journey. You are a living testimony of my faithfulness, and through you others will find hope, strength, and salvation. The light I have placed in you will shine brighter than ever before. Rejoice, my child. The pages of your story are turning, and the next chapter will be filled with my goodness. You will walk in victory, and your testimony will declare my power to the world. You have felt the weight of emptiness, the loss of things you once held dear, the absence of what you longed for, the unanswered prayers that left you wondering if I had forgotten you. But hear me now, my beloved. I am filling the empty places in your life with my abundance. What you have lost is not greater than what I am about to give. The voids in your heart, the areas where disappointment has settled, the spaces where dreams once lived but seemed to fade, I am stepping into those places, and I am bringing fullness where there was once lack. I am the God who restores, who redeems, who fills every broken and barren place with life again. You have looked at what is missing, but I want you to lift your eyes and see what I am pouring into your life. My blessings are coming in unexpected ways, in places you never thought to look, through doors you never even knocked on. I will not just give you what you lost, I will give you more. I will pour out so much that your heart will overflow with joy, and you will say, only the Lord could have done this. Do not dwell on the emptiness of yesterday, for I am doing a new thing today. My provision knows no limits. My generosity has no bounds, and my love for you will never run dry. Open your heart, my child, for I am about to fill it to overflowing. Rejoice, for the days of lack are ending. The time of restoration has come. You will walk in my abundance, and you will know that I am the God who satisfies beyond measure. You have looked at your situation and seen no way forward. The obstacles seem too great, the path ahead unclear, and you have asked, Lord, how can this ever change? But listen to me now, my beloved. I have already made a way where there seemed to be none. The road you cannot see I have already walked. The barriers that stand before you I have already removed. The answers you seek are not hidden from me. I have known the outcome from the beginning. What looks like a dead end is actually the place where I will reveal my power. Trust that I am leading you. I do not guide my children into failure. Every step I have ordered for you is leading toward your breakthrough. Do not be discouraged if the way is not yet visible. Just because you do not see it does not mean I am not working. I am making rivers in the desert, parting seas before you, opening doors that no man can shut. Soon, you will look back and see how I led you perfectly. You will understand why certain things had to happen, why certain doors had to close, why certain delays were necessary. My wisdom is greater than your understanding, and my plans for you are unfolding in perfect time. Rejoice, my child. The way is opening, the breakthrough is near, and you will walk in victory. What seemed impossible will soon be your testimony of my faithfulness. You have carried pain in your heart, wounds from the past, memories that still ache, words spoken over you that left scars. There were things that happened that you thought you had moved past, yet they still echoed in your soul. But listen to me now, my beloved. The things that once brought you pain will no longer have power over you. I am healing you from the inside out. No longer will you be defined by what hurt you. No longer will you carry the weight of old wounds. The enemy wanted to use your pain to keep you bound, to make you believe that you would always carry this burden. But I am stepping in, and I am breaking the chains. You will no longer flinch when you remember. You will no longer feel sorrow where there was once heartache. The places that once triggered pain will now be places of peace. Where you once saw brokenness, you will see beauty. Where you once felt sorrow, you will feel joy. I am rewriting your story, turning every painful chapter into a testimony of my healing power. You are not your past. You are not your wounds. You are not your failures. You are mine, and I have made you whole. Rejoice, my child. The past no longer defines you, the pain no longer holds you, and you are walking forward in freedom. What was meant to break you has only made you stronger, and my healing is complete. You have looked at the ruins of what once was, at the dreams that seemed to crumble before your eyes, at the things you lost along the way, and you have wondered if restoration is possible. You have carried grief, walked through sorrow, and felt the sting of disappointment. But hear me now, my beloved. I am giving you beauty for ashes and joy for mourning. I have seen every tear you cried, every night you wrestled with pain, every moment when your heart felt too heavy to carry. But I have not left you there. I have been working, even in the midst of your brokenness, preparing a transformation that will leave you in awe. What was burned will bloom again. What was lost will be restored in greater measure. I am taking the very things that tried to destroy you and turning them into the foundation of your testimony. The world saw ashes, but I see beauty waiting to emerge. The enemy tried to convince you that joy was out of reach, but I am filling you with a gladness that no sorrow can steal. You will not remain in this place of mourning. The weight of grief is lifting, the cloud of sorrow is breaking, and my light is shining upon you once more. Lift your head, my child. You will laugh again, you will dance again, you will rejoice in my presence. What you thought was over is only the beginning of something far more beautiful. I am making all things new, and my joy will flood your heart in ways you never imagined. Rejoice, for the ashes of yesterday are being exchanged for a crown of beauty, and your mourning is turning into songs of praise. You have looked at the years that passed, at the opportunities that slipped away, at the seasons that felt unproductive, and you have wondered, Lord, is it too late? The enemy has whispered that time has been lost, that you missed your moment, that it cannot be recovered. But listen to me now, my beloved. I am restoring the time you thought was wasted. I am not limited by time, nor am I constrained by human schedules. What seemed delayed was never outside of my plan. Every season had a purpose, even when you did not understand it. I was working in the waiting, refining you in the silence, and strengthening you in what felt like stagnation. What you thought was wasted will now be multiplied. I am accelerating what seemed slow, reviving what seemed forgotten, and bringing forth blessings that will redeem the years you thought were lost. What took others decades to accomplish, I will bring to pass for you in moments. Do not regret the past, for I am restoring it in ways that will leave you amazed. You will not lack, you will not be behind, and you will not miss what I have for you. I am aligning everything perfectly, and when my restoration comes, it will be greater than what was before. Rejoice, my child. The years the enemy tried to steal are being returned. The waiting was not in vain, and your latter days will be filled with more joy, more purpose, and more fulfillment than you have ever known. You have remained faithful when no one saw. You have prayed when no one knew. You have worshipped through tears, obeyed when it was hard, and continued to trust when there was no visible sign of breakthrough. But hear me now, my beloved. Your faithfulness in the secret place is about to be rewarded publicly. I have seen every act of obedience, every sacrifice you made in silence, every moment when you chose to trust me instead of giving in to fear. Nothing you have done in my name has gone unnoticed. Every seed you planted in faith is now breaking through the soil, and the harvest I am bringing will be undeniable. The time of hiddenness is ending. I am about to display my favor upon you in ways that will cause others to marvel. What you did in private will be rewarded openly. You will walk into blessings that will be a testimony of my faithfulness. I will place you in positions you never expected, give you influence beyond what you imagined, and open doors that will reveal my glory through your life. Do not grow weary now. Do not lose heart. You are stepping into a season of visible favor, where my hand upon you will be evident to all. Rejoice, my child. Your faithfulness has reached my throne, and now I am pouring out a blessing that will overflow in every area of your life. You have waited, longing for the fulfillment of my promises, wondering when the delay would end, asking if the things I spoke over your life would ever come to pass. You have watched time move forward, yet the answers seemed slow. The breakthrough felt distant, and your heart grew weary in the waiting. But hear me now, my beloved. What was delayed will now be released without hindrance. I am the God of divine timing, and I have never forgotten you. The waiting was not punishment. It was preparation. I have been positioning you, strengthening you, and aligning circumstances so that when the release comes, nothing and no one will be able to stop it. The barriers that once stood in your way are being torn down. The resistance that held you back is being broken, and the things that seemed out of reach are now coming within your grasp. Do not look at the past delays and assume they will continue. This is a new season, and my spirit is moving with power. The doors that once refused to open will now swing wide. The prayers that felt unanswered will now be fulfilled before your very eyes. You will see acceleration, you will see provision, you will see my hand moving swiftly on your behalf. Prepare yourself, my child. What I am about to release will come suddenly, unexpectedly, and in greater measure than you imagined. The waiting is over. The appointed time is here. Step forward in faith, for I am bringing to completion what I started in you. Rejoice, for my favor is upon you, and nothing will hinder what I am about to do. For too long, you have lived in a place of just enough. You have managed with what you had, stretched what was given, and learned to be content even in lack. You have remained faithful, trusting me in the small, believing even when resources were limited. But hear me now, my beloved. You are entering a season of overflow, more than enough. I am the God of abundance, and I am not limited by earthly circumstances. What I am about to pour into your life will not just meet your needs, it will exceed them. The blessing I am releasing is not just for you, it is for those around you, for those I have called you to bless, for the purpose I have set before you. The time of scarcity is ending. The days of struggle are being replaced with a season where my provision will flow in such measure that you will not have room to contain it. The doors of increase are opening, and the storehouses of heaven are being poured out upon you. This is not just material blessing, it is spiritual abundance, joy overflowing, peace unshakable, and favor beyond what you have known. Get ready, my child. The season of just enough is being left behind, and you are stepping into more than enough. I am filling every empty place, restoring everything that was lacking, and bringing increase that will testify of my goodness. Rejoice, for I am your provider, and you will know my abundance in a way you never have before. There were times when you felt overlooked, as if you were standing in the shadows while others were chosen, while others moved forward, while doors seemed to open for them but remained closed for you. You remained faithful even when no one noticed. You served even when it was unseen, and you trusted even when you felt invisible. But listen to me now, my beloved. I am taking you from the back to the front, from hidden to revealed. I have not forgotten you. Every moment you spent in obscurity was a moment I was preparing you for something greater. What seemed like silence was actually me working in the background, refining your heart, strengthening your spirit, and molding you for the position I am now placing you in. You were never unseen. You were being positioned for such a time as this. Now the time has come. I am bringing you into the light. I am calling your name. I am placing you in positions you never imagined. The honor that others thought you would never receive, I am bestowing upon you. The opportunities that seemed out of reach are now being given to you by my hand alone. You will no longer be in the background. I am placing you at the forefront, and my glory upon you will be undeniable. Do not be afraid to step into this new place. Do not shrink back in fear or hesitation. I have called you, I have prepared you, and I have anointed you for this moment. Walk with confidence, for you are stepping into the very thing I have ordained for you. Rejoice, my child. The time of being hidden is over. The time of elevation has come, and no one can stop what I am doing in your life.